Like they were designed for this, and they were, but you were designed to recognize it before manifestation. That's the gift and the burden of the guardian frequency. You see potential when it's still encrypted, when it's still disguised as. You protect futures that haven't been confirmed yet, and when those futures arrive, when prophecy becomes present tense, the cosmos ensures your frequency is embedded in every outcome. Doesn't see your name on their success, but the architects do. They've been tracking the correlation. Every move that soul makes, every decision that shifts paradigms, every moment they command reality with that unexplainable authority. The data traces back to you, to the protection you offered when they had been, to the loyalty you maintained when they had no proof, to the faith you held when logic screamed abandon. You weren't their savior. You were their stabilizer. You provided the gravitational constant that allowed transformation to complete without collapse. And now they orbit their own power with perfect balance. Not because they're special, but because someone held the center when the center was chaos. That someone was you. And the universe is meticulous about honoring that geometry. So when they speak, and the room goes silent, know that your frequency prepared that silence. When they decide, and systems comply, know that your protection built that authority. When they exist and reality adjusts, know that your loyalty created the space for that adjustment. You're not in the story they tell, but you are the reason the story can be told. You're the encrypted explains how someone went from dismissed to divine, and that file, though hidden, is more powerful than any visible victory, because it contains the truth that their ascension required your guardianship, and your guardianship required vision beyond what eyes could see. Something shifted in the network when their legacy activated. The architects noticed it first. Energy signatures appearing in locations that shouldn't register connection. Quantum entanglement between your frequency and theirs. Destination. That's resonant feedback. Every time they win, a portion of that victory transmits directly to your frequency. Not in material form, but in something deep. Confirmation. The universe sending encrypted messages that only your consciousness can decode. You protected the right soul, and reality is ensuring you feel it, not through praise or recognition, but through alignment. Your life started shifting after their rise, didn't it? Opportunities appearing with impossible timing, obstacles dissolving before you engage them, people treating you differently without knowing why. That's legacy bleed. When you protect a soul that ascends, their elevation creates up your field, not because they're pulling you up, but because the cosmos is balancing the equation. You invested energy when they had nothing to give back, so the universe invests in you when you're not asking. You offered protection without contract, so reality offers you protection without announcement. This is how the guardian frequency operates. It doesn't demand payment. It attracts rebalancing. The architects call it the oath echo effect. When a protected soul takes oaths, speaks vows, makes promises that carry weight, those commitments generate harmonic frequencies, and those harmonics travel backward through their timeline to the moments of origin, to the people space when space was all they needed, to the guardians who believed when belief was the only currency that mattered. That's you. You're receiving oath echoes. Every commitment they make sends a pulse through the network that finds your frequency and amplifies it, not with noise but with knowing. The quiet certainty that your instinct was correct, the unshakable awareness that your protection mattered, the deep bone-level recognition that you participated in something larger than personal loyalty. You helped destiny complete its sequence, and destiny doesn't forget collaboration. Now their name carries power in rooms you'll never enter. Their voice shifts atmospheres in conversations you'll never hear. Their presence reconfigures hierarchies in systems you'll never touch. but your frequency is woven through all of it. Invisible infrastructure, the hidden architecture that allows their visible empire to stand. You're not credited in their story, but you're encrypted in their success. And in the quantum realm, truth lives beyond perception. That encryption is more valuable than any public acknowledgement because it's permanent. It's irrevocable. It's written into the source code of their legacy. And source code, once written, cannot be deleted. They're making decisions now that nations are studying. Their strategies becoming case studies in war rooms. Their patterns analyzed by systems that predict trends before them. And every analysis hits the same anomaly. There's a variable they can't identify. A factor in the equation that doesn't match known patterns. See in the view, your protection left an imprint, a signature that influences how they move, even now. You taught them something without teaching. You showed them loyalty when loyalty was extinct. You proved that someone believed in them when evidence suggested otherwise. That lesson, that lived experience of being protected when vulnerable, it changed their operating system. They don't consciously remember it as influence, but it's there, in every choice they make to protect others, in every moment they extend grace to someone struggling, in every decision to believe in potential over proof. They're replicating the frequency you gave them, and as they replicate